All of my existing games are fun and silly. What you don't know is I've always been super passionate about horror games. The first thing our horror game needs is a monster. There's a children's book called Hungry Hungry Caterpillar. On Monday, he ate an apple, but he was still hungry. Then 2 pears, then 3 plums. Throughout the book, this guy just gets out of control. In the book, he eventually satisfies his hunger and becomes a butterfly, but we're gonna change the plot a bit. For us, he gets so hungry that mere plants could no longer satisfy his hunger, and he evolves into something much more sinister. Yeah, we kinda need to make it first. This is Blender, a tool to make anything that your imagination can imagine. Before I make any monster, I first need to figure out how to model something that doesn't look like this. Cue some Blender tutorials.
E to place your bones. The thick end is the head, and that's where the...
What am I doing here? Don't ask because I can't tell you. I'm just winging it. But honestly, it slowly started looking pretty decent. Caterpillars don't really have noses, but it looked creepy, so I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, this model is gonna be perfect to use in the game. I'm sure we're not gonna have any problems with performance at all. At this stage, I thought I was almost done, but because of this number, I have to completely remake the model in a slightly different way so that there's less squares. Our model went from this before to this after. Much better. Speaking of the painting, it went pretty much like you'd expect. At first, it looked like a child grabbed some lipstick and went to town smearing it all over its face. But eventually, this was the result. Got inspired by all kinds of monsters, but by far the biggest inspiration was the legend Choo Choo Charles. No, don't look at his cute, chubby body. Look at this sinister face. He's evil. Stop laughing at him. It's okay, man. They didn't mean it. They didn't mean it. The rest of the body is missing for a good reason, and I will show you why by the end of this video. It's time to make the actual game. Of course, as I make a new project, Unity greets me by recompiling the entire codebase of my completely empty game for just under 5 minutes. Like, what assets are you serializing? There's literally no assets in the game. Okay, so the problem is, I'm a horror noob, so let's go for a nice and easy environment to make scary. I claimed some nice retro-style trees as my own from the Unity asset store, dragged those in, made it dark, and you know what? This is looking pretty good, but this still isn't a game. Next, I made a super simple character controller with a sprint system and a stamina system, because our hungry boy will get tired sometimes, and it's not his weight that's the reason, okay? He just needs some rest sometimes, God. Now we need to add some unsuspecting victims for our little guy. Meet casual female G and casual male G. Derek and Susan. Derek and Susan and their 2,000 clones were just out on a little walk in the forest. All of a sudden, a 50-foot-long murderous caterpillar spawned out of nowhere. Derek and Susan naturally run from this caterpillar and phase into the fucking floor. Unbeknownst to them, the overlord of this little universe, Brian, gave them 10 run speed and the caterpillar 20. Luckily for them, if they get to the edge of the map before they get eaten, they get to live another day, only to respawn somewhere else on the map forever. Their suffering doesn't end yet because the death animation leaves much to be desired. I went into Blender and chopped them up, made a nice blood effect, and put it all together using Unity's particle system. Yeah, this is pretty good. Now we can't just be psychos eating these guys for no reason, as fun as it is. So, 10 points every time you explode Derek or Susan? Check. Stamina bar and a hunger bar? Check. Start and end screen and a game loop? Check. What's the name of the game, you may ask? Hungry Hungry Caterpillar. Every game I make usually has a feature I leave for last because it's too difficult for my brain to handle. In this game, it's the caterpillar getting longer when you eat stuff. I hopped back into Blender and chopped the caterpillar up to make a body segment. I made a little animation for it. Now when the caterpillar has lots of segments, I tried to make them animate in a wave, but no matter how much maths I got ChatGPT to do for me, it just never quite worked. Psych, spoke too soon. Now you can have a caterpillar hundreds of segments long. The more segments you have, the quicker your hunger drains. If you eat yourself, you lose. If you run out of hunger, you lose. When you eat Derek and Susan, you gain back hunger. And the aim is to eat as many Derek and Susans as possible. The caterpillar's face is never actually visible in game, but at least it will make for a good thumbnail. The link to the game is below if you want to play it. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.